So I have started recording. Once the session completes, you will get the recording session, guys. Okay. Yeah. So let's start. Yeah. So before proceeding, guys, I want you guys to sign up in a AWS. Okay. That is in a Amazon console. So go to this website. Okay. So go to that site and sign up, guys. So click on a create new AWS account. So here provide your basic information. Okay. And it will ask for your credit or debit card details, guys. Okay. So just for verification purpose, and they are going to deduct you guys 2 rupees. Okay. How much they are charging? They are charging only 2 rupees. Yes, correct, Sumit. Okay. They are charging only 2 rupees. So once it is authenticate, you can start using the your AWS account. So since why we are using this one means because we require a Linux machines, right? So that machines we don't have currently have, we are using the Windows machine, right? So in order to use the Linux box, so we need a any of the cloud, but as of now right now in the market AWS is using most of the organizations here, right? So hence we will teach on a what's the ID, which ID URL. I have pasted in URL, what do you call in the chat box, guys. Okay, so let me paste one more time. So this is the exact URL. Okay, so this is a URL, exact URL. You can go and provide your email address, password, okay, and AWS account name, what the name you require, and click on continue. And once it is done, it will ask you for the credit card or debit card details. As per my suggestion, guys, don't use any dummy accounts. Okay, so in that account you don't have much money. Okay, to use such kind of accounts, it's for safer side I'm saying, because if you anything you guys misuse, right, like misuse in the sense if you forgot to stop the instance or something happens like that, right, they are going to charge you. Okay, in order to avoid that, use any dummy account. Okay, if they charge also, you can just ignore that account, you can create one more. Okay, and by default they are giving 1 year free subscription. Okay, after 1 year again you need to use a new sign up and new account. Okay, in order to use the AWS cloud. So let me log in and show you what's the error you're getting, Soumya. You can't log in. First you need to sign up there. So how you used to sign up for Gmail or any other Facebook or account, right? Sorry, I mean URL not working. If the URL is not working, right? So search of AWS Web Console. Search for this. Okay, you'll get this Amazon Web Service. Okay. Okay, it is coming to again to the same URL. The URL is correct only. Will you also Kubernetes also? Yeah, some of the services in Kubernetes will cover. Okay. Sorry. So once you sign up, guys, you will get this page. Guys, please mute. Okay. So once you sign up, you will get this web page. Okay. So use root user, not IAM user, root user. Okay. Root user is the admin user. Okay. So click on that and provide your mail address. Okay. So this mail address will be, while signing up, you have provided the one mail ID. Okay. So that mail ID it is. Okay. So click on next. Add request. Okay. Once it is done, provide the password. You can able to. Guys, please mute. Okay, fine. Guys, how come it is coming echoing? Soumya, Sumit, please mute here. Sumit Raval.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Sumit. Yeah. So once you sign up, guys, so this will be your console. So don't worry, this session will be recorded and you'll get it. Okay, we'll upload the videos on Google Drive also, right? Yes, Sumit. Okay. Every day it will be uploaded to your Google Drives. Each and every classes will be recorded. Okay. Okay. So once you log in, guys, so this will be your dashboard. Okay. So how to create your machines here? Okay, that is in a cloud. So here you can see here there is a click on service here. Okay, click on this service and search for EC2. EC2. Okay, and you'll find this one. Okay, so click on this. So once you click on this, okay, so here in the resource section, it will show how many running instance. Right now 0, dedicated host. Okay, you will come to know all these things later on, but you can see right now the running instance are 0. That means there is no instance is running now. So almost everything is shut down. And one more thing, guys, in the AWS cloud, so when you guys are using the machine, use later on you shut it down. Okay, that means just like how you switch off your computer, right? In the same manner here also. Okay, once your usage is done, just shut it down. Okay, so that the AWS they won't charge if the machine is down. Okay, the AWS is going to charge only for when the machine is started. Okay, so hence I recommend, so once your practice is done, just shut it down. Okay, so how to create an instance here? So you can see in the down, you will find the launch instance here. Okay. Yes, so I logged in, right? So in the service section, search for EC2. Okay. So I concentrate on the class. Okay, later on you can practice. Okay, so you will get the recordings. Parallel you can't do it, right? Hence I'm requesting you. Yeah, thank you, Sonia. Okay, so once you log in into your EC2, not EC2 dashboard, AWS console. Okay, so click on this service. Your voice is very good. Yeah, thank you, Sumit. Okay, so click on this service. Okay, and search for EC2. Okay, EC2. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute 2. Okay, so click on this. Okay, so yeah, once you log in, guys, if you are already using the AWS, so here you'll come to know how many resources, that means instance are running, how many host is there, what is the volume, how many volumes is there, how many key pairs, what is the security groups, load balancer, each and every information you will find it here. Okay, and so how to create a new machine now. Okay, and one more thing, guys, before creating an instance, right, make sure you are in a Mumbai, not in a Mumbai region, you are nearby region here. Okay, see, since I'm in India, okay, so I'm using the Asian Pacific Mumbai region. Okay, so it is logical data center, it is region in the sense it is a logical data center. If you guys are using the, if you, let's say you are using, you are in a Canada, okay, and if you create a machine in a India Mumbai region, okay, so in order to communicate from the Canada to India, so there will be a network latency here. Okay, in order to avoid that, use the, which in whichever region you guys are there, just select that one, appropriate one. Okay, those who are in India, use this Asian Pacific Mumbai. Okay, so this indicates a logical data center here in India. Fine. Okay, and yeah. After service, where you need to go, this window will be opened, right? In a service section, you need to search for EC2. Okay, so once it is done, you can find the launch instance options here. Okay, so click on this launch instance. Okay, so under launch instance, first we need to select the AMI here. Okay, AMI in the sense Amazon Machine Image. So this indicates what kind of operating system you require. Once again, guys. Yeah. Okay, so once I click on this launch instance, guys, okay, you need to search for AMI here. Okay, so AMI in the sense Amazon Machine Image. So it indicates what kind of operating system you require. Let's say in a Linux only, you will find a Ubuntu, CentOS, Fedora. These are all the different flavors here. Okay, so I'll come to, I will start that. But right now I'm creating a one EC2 machine here, that is in a cloud. Okay, since most of the organization uses the Red Hat machine, guys, so this is what you can see, Red Hat, and it is free tier eligible. That means it is freely available operating system. It is just like a template, guys, here. Okay, so click on this and you can select the what, which kind of which bit you require. Okay, since I require a 64-bit, I will use this one. So select, and here, guys, by default AWS is giving the T2 micro. Okay, and it is a free tier eligible. Okay, if you select any other things apart from this T2 micro, let's say if you are using this one, okay, if you use this one, they are going to charge you. Okay, so better use the same one only, that is a freely available here. Okay, by default how much they are giving, they are giving 1 CPU and 1 GB of RAM here. Okay, so for our demonstration it is enough. Okay, we can practice it in that. So and click on configure instance details. So this thing you will come to know later, guys. We are not going to change, but we will keep it default on only. So click on add storage. So by default, guys, they are giving you the 10 GB of hard disk space. Okay. If you change this value, okay, they are going to charge. Okay. So don't change, keep it default one on one. Okay. And click on add tags. Okay. Tag in the sense what the name you want to give for your machine here. Okay. So let me add. So let me use the name here. So what will give this name? Okay. Okay. Let's use this name as a Red Hat 8. Okay, so this is a 8 is a version. Okay, and click on security group. So this security group you will come to know in the AWS sessions, guys, but by default you can click on review and launch. Don't make any changes. Okay, and click on launch here. So here so here we need to select a key pair, guys. What this key pair indicates is it is just like a password for your, so how you used to log in into your machine, guys, using username and password, right? Okay, here also there is no username, but there is only one password, and it is called as a pem file here. Okay, without that pem file you are not able to log in, and if you lost that pem file, then you are not supposed to log in into that machine back. Okay, so be careful and store it somewhere. Okay, so here you can see choose a, okay, let me create a, click on, since you are a new to AWS, right? So click on create new key pair. Okay, and download the, sorry, and provide the name for this one. Okay, what will give this name? DevOps demo, just the name for this key pair I'm giving, and download the key pair. Okay, you can see it has been successfully downloaded. So go to that location and save somewhere. Okay, okay, here some of the key pairs is already available mine, so just paste it out here. Okay, so using this pem file only I can able to log in into my machine now. Okay, so how to log in? So okay, close this. Yeah, so once it is done, click on launch instance. Okay, your machine will be starting now. Okay, it is in a cloud. Okay, you can say click on view instance. Your machine will be getting ready, guys. See here, right? Any difficulty, guys, in creating this creating this machine? So right now this machine will be running in a AWS cloud, guys. Okay, that is in a Mumbai region. Mumbai region in the sense it is a logical data center. So any doubts till now? Can you repeat the launch instance? Okay, you are little fast. Okay, fine, let me show. Okay, so what I will do, I will delete it one more time. Okay, and one more thing, guys. Okay, how to terminate your session here? Okay, I will show you that. So whichever the session you wants to if you wants to shut down one, there is an option called as a shutdown, guys. Okay, instance state you can see, right? So stop in the sense the machine is going to be stopped. Okay, but will not terminate here. Terminate in the sense it is deleting your machine permanently. Okay, so that is not happening. Stop in the sense just it is shutting down. Okay, reboot in the sense your machine will get restart. Okay, terminate in the sense your machine will be totally deleted. Okay, so it is left to you, guys, what kind of options you want. Okay, so right now I will terminate this because let me show you the launch instance one more time. Click on terminate. Done. Okay, this instance will be terminated permanently. Okay, if you won't get this instance back. So for which one, for US, which one to select? Can I repeat on launch instance? You are a little fast. Okay. So for US, there is a US East, it seems. One second. You can select anyone here. It is there, right? US East, California. Yes, I selected California. Okay. Okay. So once you log in, guys, so click on this. So this will be your dashboard for AWS console. Okay. So once you log in into this machine, so here you need to click on the services here. Okay. Click on this service, and here you search for EC2. So EC2 stands for Elastic Compute 2. Okay. So click on this. Okay. Can we use VMware or Oracle VirtualBox to have Linux? Where it went? Can we use VMware or Oracle VirtualBox have Linux on our machine locally as it's AWS or it's AWS only beta? You can use, there is no issues. Who's that? Chaitanya. Yeah, you can use Chaitanya. Okay, there is no issues, but most of the organization they uses the cloud. Okay, so hence I recommend to use the AWS cloud here. Okay, because in a real time, if you got the same issue, then it will be very helpful. Okay, hence I'm saying you can use any Linux box either in a virtual box or any other options also. There is a workstation will be available. Okay, so once you click on this, it's EC2 instance. Here in a resource section, you'll find all the details regarding your EC2 services. Okay, that means how many service is running. That means service in the instance here. Instance in the sense your machine. How many machines are running? Machine in the sense again your computer. Okay. So dedicated host, you will come to know this, or dedicated host. Volumes in the sense our hard disk here. Okay. Key pairs in the sense your password files. Okay. Elastic IP 0, snapshot is 0, load balancer 0. Okay. Everything is 0. Security group is 6. Okay. You can ignore that. Okay. So in order to create a new EC2 machine or a new Linux box in a cloud. Okay. Not only Linux box, any operating system. Okay. So click on this launch instance. Okay, click on launch instance. So once you click on the launch instance, you will find this page, guys. Okay, and you choose an Amazon machine image or a AMI. Okay, AMI. So AMI stands for Amazon machine image. So it is just like a template here. Template in the sense your in your mobile you'll get the lot of templates, right? Like a good morning, good evening, call you back later. Like that you will get the templates, right? Here also in the same manner, these are all the templates of your operating system. What kind of operating system you require, like a Windows, CentOS, Red Hat, anything. Okay, you'll find it here. Okay, so most of the organization, as I told you, uses the Red Hat here, right? So click on this Red Hat. Okay, Red Hat, and it is of 8 version. Okay, so click on this, select. Okay, and here the instance type, there are n number of instance type is available in the AWS. They are offering here. Okay, there is a T2 micro, T2 small, all these things you'll come to know all these things with the while taking the sessions on AWS. Okay, but for our practice you can see T2 micro, and it is a free tier eligible. They are only showing, that means this instance, this type of instance, it is freely available. Okay, we can use this, and if you use this instance, they are not going to charge you people. Okay, if you use anything else like this, okay, like T2 small, okay, then it is not freely available, they are going to charge you. Okay, so hence I recommend it always use a T2 micro for your practice purpose. So once you select, by default they are giving 1 CPU and memory of 1 GB of RAM here. Okay, and click on instance, configure instance details, by keep it default, don't make any changes guys right now, and click on add storage. So in a storage they are giving us 10 GB of hard disk space, so it is enough guys for our practice purpose. Okay, so the next click on add tags. So if you want to tag to your EC2 instance, okay, you can provide it here. So add tag, give the value, whatever the value you want. Okay, so let me use Red Hat. I already use it, right? Okay, Linux red hat. Okay, so this is the name I am giving for my machine. Okay, and click on security group. So under security group also don't make any changes guys. Okay, keep it default on only, and click on review and launch. So in this section guys, so either we need to select a new key pair, or else if you already have an existing key pair, you can log in, you can create this instance here. Okay, since you are new for the AWS, right? So what you need to do is click on this. You'll get an option like choose an existing key pair, create a new key pair, proceed without a key pair. Okay, so click on create new key pair. Okay, and provide the name here. So let me use as a Linux Red Hat. You can provide any name here. Okay, it is left to you. Okay, so just click on this download. Okay, it is just a password file guys. Okay, in order to log in into your machine. So open this. Okay, so you need to select the key pair here. Okay, and click on this create new key pair if you are new to AWS. Okay, and provide the name for this key pair. You can provide any name. It is not recommended to have some name, some specific name, nothing like that. Okay, you can provide any name. Okay, click on this name, sorry, provide the name and click on download key pair. Okay, it will downloads the key pair here, and the extension you can see it is in a .pem. Okay, so without this PEM file, you cannot log in into your machine, guys, which is running in a AWS cloud. Okay, it is mandatory to have this PEM file here. Okay, if you lost this PEM file, then you cannot log in into the instance. Okay, it is totally lost. Okay, so now what we need to do is, so go to this location and store it somewhere. Okay, open folder. So let me copy this. Let me do the cut paste. Okay, and keep here. Okay, so I have a one directory called as a key pair. Under that I'm pasting it here. Okay, that is a linux -redat.pem file. Okay, so now using this pem file only you can able to log in into your machine. Okay, otherwise no. Okay, it is mandatory to have this PEM file here. Okay, store it somewhere, and then what you need to do is click on launch instance. Okay, click on this launch instance, then your machine will be start creating here. So click on launch instance. Okay, and come down, you'll find, click on this view instance, you can able to view. Okay, now you can see Linux Red Hat, it is initializing. Okay, you can see this machine is in a running state now. Okay, now you can able to log in into this machine, guys. Okay, how you log in? Again, we require one terminal to log in into this machine here. Okay, so for that, the better utility is the Git. Okay, so download this Git bash for Windows. Okay, I'm keeping it in a chat box. Okay, go to this website. Okay, and download the Git bash for your, either you are using only for Windows. Okay, not for Linux or something. Okay, only for Windows I'm saying. Okay, so click on this downloads of Windows section. It will download the Git bash for you. Okay, installation is simple. How we used to do the installation, like next in all the applications, right? Here also same thing. Okay, there is no difference here. So once you downloads that, okay, Git bash, okay, you will find the, whenever you do the right click here, you will get this option Git bash here, right? So it will basically giving us a one terminal here. Okay, so click on this. Okay, you can see it is opening up one terminal to work on. Okay, so now what we need to do is, in order to log in into my machine which is running in a AWS cloud, okay, I require a one terminal. Okay, so hence I'm using this Git bash. Okay, so now what we need to do is go to your key pair location, because here is my PEM file, right? As I told you, without this PEM file, I cannot able to log in into my machine now. Okay, so do a right click. So go to the location where your PEM file is available. Okay, and do a right click. You will get the Git bash here option. Okay, click on this. So I hope it is visible. Okay, right? So here is my PEM file here. Okay, you can see. So Linux Red Hat.pem. Okay. So now how we need to log in into my machine now. Okay, that is in a running in a cloud. Okay. So go to your AWS cloud. So here it is. Right? So click on this connect option. Okay. So when I click on this connect, it is giving this command here. Okay. So just copy this command. Right. Just copy this command. Okay. And go to your terminal, and you can use and click on paste. Okay. And enter and provide yes here. Okay, see, right, can you have logged into your machine now. That is enough. EC2 is the user here, and this is the IP address of your machine. Okay, and if you want to, so since we are using the Red Hat here, right, we can verify that. Okay, by using cat etc OS release. Don't worry about the commands, guys. I will start the Linux. Okay, so since I just showing how to create a machine here. Okay, you can see it is a Red Hat Linux operating system and the version is 8.2 Octa, right? Clear, guys? Still here? So am I clear? Any doubts? I think Soumya will be stuck, it seems. No, proceed. Is it clear, Soumya, or else shall I explain one more time? You can use the git bash here, okay? Otherwise, there are some other terminals also available, like this, what do you call? Yeah, Mova Extra, okay? You need to use any one of the terminal. Yeah, putty is also fine, well and good, no issues. Using putty also, we can able to log in. But I recommend using this Mova Extra here. Okay, because in this mobile extern we can open a multiple terminals, whereas in a putty only one terminal we can open. Okay, so who are any issues, guys? Okay, just ping me. Okay, I will help you out. Okay, so fine, guys. So this is about how to create a machine in a AWS cloud. Okay, so now let's start with the sorry, what do you call it? Linux concepts. Okay, so shall I proceed, guys? Any doubts? Everything clear, right? Yeah, thank you. Okay, guys. So we will start with the Linux. Okay. Okay, Linux operating systems. Okay, so yeah, so Linux is started in the year of 1991. Okay, by Linus Torvalds. He is the person. How you copied Git URL? How you copied Git URL? Sorry, Smith, I didn't get you. So in the website I showed you, right? So here is the. So this is a URL, right? Okay, okay. In order to connect your machine, right? So whichever the machine he wants to connect, right, select that machine. Okay, like let's say he wants to connect this machine, okay, which is running here Linux Red Hat here. Okay, so click on this connect option. You will get this command. Clear, Sumit? Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay, so Linux is started in the year of 1991, guys, and by invented by Linus Torvalds. So he is the person who has invented the this Linux operating system, guys. Okay, and Linux is a multi-user and multitasking operating system. Okay, so as the name suggests, yes, yes, Mohammed. Okay. Yeah. So it is started in the year of 1991 by Linus Torvalds. He is the person who has invented the Linux operating system. Okay. And so Linux is the multi-user and multitasking operating system, guys. So multi-user and multitasking. So as the name suggests here, multi-user. That means in a single machine, multiple users can be logged in a single shot. Okay, in a single time, at the same time, multi-users, sorry, n number of users can able to log in into this machine. Okay, and they can able to perform multitasking also. Like say in a Windows you'll be performing, right? So sometimes you'll be copying some of the files or video files. At the meantime you guys will be parallelly will be running watching movies or songs, like that, right? It is called as a multitasking here. Okay, so those kind of actions we can perform in a Linux operating system. Okay, and it supports a Linux multi-user and multitasking operating system. And Linux is an open source operating system. So open source in the sense, like in a Windows machines, you will be in order to use the Windows machines, you used to purchase a license, right? So for Windows 10, we need to purchase a license. It is not available freely. Okay. So whereas in a Linux, it is open source. That means, okay, it is a open source. That means we no need to purchase a license, okay, in order to use this operating system. Okay, that is freely available. You just download and start using it. Okay, no need to purchase any license here. And Linux is case sensitive. Okay, case sensitive in the sense, suppose for example one file is having the capital letter, one small letter, like that, means you need to provide the same thing only. Okay, if you provide small letter and capital letter, it doesn't works. Okay, it doesn't accepts also. Okay, we'll come to know while working with this Linux operating system. Okay, we'll get the practice here. Okay, then what are the different flavors of Linux operating system? So what is the flavors, guys? Let's say you go for the any of the ice cream parlor, right? Okay, you'll go for any of the ice cream parlor, okay, and you'll be finding n number of ice cream like pista, vanilla, strawberry, vagara vagara, right? But all are ice cream only, right? So here also in the same here, all are operating Linux operating system only, but there are different flavors. Okay, like a Red Hat, Ubuntu, CentOS, SUSE Linux, Fedora, Gentoo, Debian, Slackware, Mandriva. So these are all the different flavors of operating system. Okay, shall we proceed? Okay, yeah. Then comes the how's the Linux operating system boots, guys. Boot in the sense whenever you switch on your computer, right? How exactly the Linux operating system starts here? Boot in the sense starts. Okay, so this is an interview question, guys. Okay, so how the Linux operating system starts, or else how the Linux operating system boots. Okay, so I will share these notes, guys. Okay, once the session is complete. Okay, the Durga soft will share the notes. Okay, so first thing is there are six levels in order to start your Linux operating system, guys. Okay, so the first step is called as the BIOS. So what this BIOS is doing here, okay, and what it stands for. Yes, Sumit, correct. Bootstrap or start. Okay. So the first step in the what do you call boot process is, okay, BIOS. So what this BIOS indicates is basic input output system. Okay. So what the BIOS stands for? BIOS stands for basic input and output system. Okay. Fine. Then what do you call basic input and output system here? Okay, so whenever you switch on your computer, right, okay, it will find all your like what do you call, let's say your monitor, your printer, your mouse, everything. Okay, it is going to check here. Okay, that initializes here. Okay, so that is called as a basic input and output system here, like your keyboard, mouse. So all those are all called as. Okay, then and it searches load and executes the bootloader program. Okay, so what it is doing, it will once this BIOS what do you call starts here, it will one second guys, there is disturbance is there. Yeah. Okay. So once this BIOS initializes here, it will search for the loads and executes the bootloader program. Okay. So what this bootloader program here? That is your operating system. Okay. So where is your operating system here? Like sometimes it will be in your hard disk, and sometimes it will be in a pen drive or additional hard disk or floppy disk in earlier days, right? So those things here. Okay, it searches for the load. Okay, it searches for the load and executes the bootloader program. That task will be done by our BIOS. Okay, once it identifies that, okay, what it is doing, so once the bootloader is detected, so it will come to know where is your operating system. Okay, what it is doing, it is loaded into the memory, it is loaded to the memory, and BIOS will use the full control to it. Okay, once it identifies the what do you call the bootloader program, okay, and it initializes it. Okay, and it will next, it will give it to the MBR. So what is the MBR? MBR stands for master boot record. What it is doing, MBR stands for master boot record here. So what this MBR here, okay, so once this sorry, MBR stands for master boot record. What this MBR is performing here, okay, sorry. Okay, what this MBR is doing here, okay, it is located in the first sector of executable disk. Okay, and the size is 512 bytes in size. Okay, so that means, let me just a second. Okay, so in this image guys, you can see this is the what the hard disk here. Okay, under this you will find this, you are able to find this plate, right? Under this plate you will be finding the first sector. Okay, so this first sector will be having the, it is located in the first sector, okay, of the bootable disk. Okay, whether it is in a, if it is in a hard disk here. Okay, and the size of this what do you call sector will be 512 bytes in size, that is a 512 bytes here. Okay, and it contains the information about the grub. So once the MBR is done, okay, so once the MBR is done here, so it will give the next process to the grub here. Okay, grub, what is grub is doing, so grub stands for Grand Unified Boot Loader here. Okay, so what it is doing, so grub displays a splash screen. Wait for a few seconds. If you don't enter anything, it will load the default kernel image specified in the grub information file. So that means guys, okay, so in earlier days before using this cloud, okay, if you are maintaining the multiple operating system, okay, in a same machine, okay, you will be finding, right, whenever you switch on your computer, okay, it usually used to ask, okay, whether I need to log in into the Windows machine, or else you are to log in into the any Linux box or anything, okay, in order to use the multiple operating system. Okay, so at that time it usually sends the one splash screen for us. Okay, so which operating system I need, computer has to load here. Okay, so that thing it will come in a grub here. Okay, and once the user selects that one, okay, so that grub information, it will start using the that bootloader program here. Okay, and that configuration will be maintained in this location guys, slash boot slash grub.config. Okay, and it contains the information about the kernel. So who is your kernel? Your entire, what do you call, how you say kernel here. So he is just like, is it a folder location? Yes, Sumit, it's a folder location for the grub information. Okay, so kernel in the sense he is just like yeah, king in a kingdom, we can say, guys. Okay, he will be having all the information regarding the his empire, right? Here also in the same manner, in a Linux operating system, kernel will be having all the information regarding all his source resources. Okay, and once it is done, okay, and init.rd images also, you will come to know init.rd what it is in the next step. Okay, so this class might be boring, guys. This is somewhat theory only. Okay, so then we'll start using on the commands wise. Okay, you should have just knowledge about this one. Okay, how the operating system starts. Okay, simple. Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Okay, yeah, where I left. Okay, kernel. So what this kernel will do, kernel the mounts the root file system specified in the grub configuration file. So this is what the under this configuration file you will find the root file system. Okay, so files in the sense, file system in the sense, in the Windows you can see, right, the ntfs, all those things, FAT32, you can see this file system is ntfs FAT32, such kind of file system will be available here. Also in a Linux you will find a extended something will be there. Okay, so those file systems will be available in this information. Okay, and then kernel executes the this program. Okay, that is the sbin init program. So sbin stands for secured binaries. Okay, and always whenever the machine starts, right, so by default you will be having the init level will be 1. Okay, so kernel executes sbin. So under sbin you will find the secured binaries in the sense executable code here. Okay, since Linux is a terminal wise, it is not like your Windows, right? You can able to see GUI. It is not like that. Okay, we need to work on a commands wise only. Okay, so commands are very important. Okay, yeah, init was the first program to be executed by the kernel in the Linux. Okay, and it has PID in the sense process ID. So in a line in the Windows, you can see in the task manager, you will find all these processors here, right? So like that in a Windows also, sorry, in a Linux also, you will find all these processors here. Okay, but it will be having the PID also. Okay, PID in the sense process ID, where you can see there is no PID concept here. Okay, whereas in a Linux you will be finding the PID in the sense some ID here, how you used to identify your employees in the organization, right? Here also in the same in order to identify some service, this it is using the some number here, that, and we call it as a PID. There is a process ID here. PID is available in Windows 10. I don't know about much about Windows, Chaitanya. Okay, okay, yeah, and once it is done, init.rd stands for RAM. Okay, why is so popular? Yeah, why it is means, see, in a Windows you will be finding lot of viruses, right, and it is easy to hack. Okay, by a hacker, whereas in a Linux it is not easy, and it is quite tough also. It is not easy to hack your operating system, not operating system, your machine basically, because most of the organization will be having their critical data, right? If they lost that data, then company will be gone, right? In order to avoid that, they use the Linux operating system. And we don't require any, what do you call, antivirus or something there in a Linux. Okay, it is not easy to hack your machine if you are using the Linux. We can hack, I agree. Okay, but it is not easy as compared to Windows. Okay, so then once it is executes has been init program, then it executes the init.rd. Init.rd stands for initial RAM disk. Okay, that means it initializes the RAM of your machine here. Okay, and then it is used by kernel. Okay, and as a temporary root file system in order to start the kernel. Okay. So here in the init here, okay, so it will be available in this location, okay, in etc init tab. Okay, so here guys, what do you call, how we can say, yeah, whatever the configuration will be there, right, it will be available in this location only, /etc/, okay, all the configuration, most of the configuration, it will be available in /etc location guys, of your any configuration of your perspective. Okay, like in a Windows machine you will be finding, right, it will be most of the time it will be in a C drive only, correct. So here in this Linux box it will be available in etc directory. Okay, it will be available in etc drive. Okay. Yeah, then comes the run levels. So what is run level indicates here? Okay, run level first, okay, that is the init 0. Okay, so let's say init 0. So what it indicates, init 0 in the sense it is a system shutdown. Okay, so init 0 in the sense it is system shutdown here, or else it is in a hard state. Okay, those things. Then comes the init 1. So what is it init 1 here? Okay, it is specifically used for the root user. Okay, so what the root user in the sense, what do you call, in a Windows you'll be finding the admin, right? So admin will be having the all the privileges. That means he is just like a king in his empire, right? So here also in the Linux operating system you will find the root. So this user will be having the all the privileges. He can do any task in a Linux operating system. Okay, and it is specifically used for the single one. It stands for single user. Okay, let me write. Init one stands for single user, and it's specifically for root. Okay, and when we are using means for recovery purpose. Okay, let's say if your operating system or if your machine goes wrong with some issues, okay, your operating system crashes here. Okay, at that time we used to use this init 1. Okay, at that time only the root can be able to log in into that machine. Okay, apart from any other user he can't log in. Okay, that restrictions will be there here. Okay, then init, let me write it down, to init 3, init 4, init 5, and next init 6. So these are all the run levels guys. Okay, so now you come to know init 0 for shutdown. Okay, init 1 for single user. Okay, init 6. So if you want to restart your machine, or else if you want to reboot your machine, okay, what you can do, you can use this init 6. Okay, so this is for reboot here. Okay, so how to execute these things guys? Okay, simple, just in the command line execute init 6 here. Okay, it will restart your machine like this. Okay, then what else? Then init 2 is for multi-user. With out NFS. Okay, so multi-user, init 2 for multi-user without NFS. NFS stands for network file system. This will be dedicated for networking perspective guys. Okay, it is not required for us. Okay, then comes the multi-user. Okay, so this is dedicatedly for us. Okay, this is 3 will be having whenever you log in into your machine, right? You will find this multi-user 3 here. Then fourth will be not used. Okay, it is available for us. Okay, if you want you can customize this one. Okay, init RD. Okay, init 4. And these information, guys, okay, init levels is there, right? Okay, so let's say whenever your machine starts, some of the services it has to start automatically means, so that kind of services we can start it up using the init levels. You can mention your own also. Okay, and this services will be start whenever your machine starts here. Okay, then comes the fifth one will be, yeah, multi-user only with GUI. Okay, it is specifically used for the desktop perspective. Okay, okay, it is specifically used for desktop. Okay, so these are all the run levels, guys. Okay, so let me show you. So here I, one second, this machine went down. Let me close. Okay, paste the command here. Right. Okay, so ps open ef pipe grep, right. Okay, yeah, so let me show you it right here. Yeah, this run levels. Okay, so now if you want to switch for this multi-user mode here, okay, there is a init 3. Okay, what you can do, just execute init 3. Okay, it is saying permission denied because I am not in a root here, this EC2 user. So this EC2 user is a normal user, he don't have a norm, what do you call it, he don't have a permission here basically. Okay, so hence it is not allowing us. So what you can do is you can use sudo hyphen I. Okay, it will go to the remote, the root user. See now, right? So previously I was with the EC2 user. Now by executing sudo hyphen I, okay, it has came to root user now. Right? Here you can see in it. Something I was trying, right? Init 3. Okay. Okay. It is done. Or else if you want to restart your machine here. What you can do? You can use init 6. Okay. What it is doing, init 6, it will reboot your machine here. Right? Just enter. Okay, it has disconnected because the machine is restarting here. Okay, if you try again, it won't log in. Okay, it requires 1 or 2 minutes to start. Any difficulty, guys, in understanding this Linux? Ignore about the basic what you call this theory part, guys. Okay, just for your knowledge perspective I told, so you should have a knowledge on a commands wise. Okay, like I have executing this sudo hyphen I, all these things. Okay, like ps, what is the ps here, right? So those information you require. Okay, Okay, see, it has not connected because it is restarting here. Okay. Okay, now you can see it has started. SSH stands for Secured Shell. Why this came to Soumya now? Okay, okay, fine, fine. So whenever you log in, whenever you try to connect to one machine, right, you need to use the SSH in a Linux. Okay, using SSH only you should log in. Okay, like in a Windows you'll find that what do you call remote desktop, right? So like that here in a Windows, sorry, in a Linux you need to use SSH. Okay. So is it boring, guys? Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay. Fine, guys. Now, how we used to create a files, guys, in a live Windows machine? Okay, so you can see now Windows. Okay, do a right click. Okay, and click on this new, and here you'll find the text document. Okay, and here in this one you can write anything, right? Here you'll type anything and you'll save this file. Okay, but the same is not in a Windows, or not in a Linux here. Okay, so how to create a file in a Linux? Just a second. So how to create a file in Linux? So for that there is a two options. One is a touch. Okay, using touch is a keyword. Okay, using this keyword you can create any file, and the syntax is touch and provide any file name. Okay, let's say abc.txt. Okay, and one more option is called vi editor. Sorry, vi editor. Okay, editor in the sense it is normal like our notepad only in a Windows. Okay, but this is a one, and in the real time we will be using this one only, vi editor, guys, in order to editing, modification, saving, all those kind of things. Okay, but whereas with the touch, the difference between these two is this touch can only use it to create a file. Okay, with the 0 bytes. Okay, just it will create a file. You cannot log in into that file and you can't write anything there. Just it simply creates the one file. Okay, whereas with the vi editor, okay, you can write anything and you can save and you can do whatever activity you want here. Okay, and how to save this one? Okay, in order to save this file, okay, you need to press escape key. Okay, plus shift plus colon. Okay, and then WQ. So this stands for write and quit. Okay, so if you want to quit without saving, okay, you want to quit without saving, how we can do? Simple, again same here. Okay, but instead of W you need to give only Q. Q stands for quit. Okay, so these two commands is used for creating the files. Okay, so let me demonstrate. So here I am in a Linux box, guys. Okay, and one more thing. So before proceeding this, how to check how many files are there? Okay, how to list out here? Okay, whenever you go into this any of the drive, right, you can able to see here like this. In the front end we can able to see here how many files is there, how many directories is there, like that, right? So whereas in a Linux it is not like that. Okay, you need to use a command here in order to search the, in order to list out the all the files here. Okay, so here you can see ls stands for listing here. Okay, hyphen ls ltr. Okay, l stands for least time. Okay, and r stands for recursive. Okay, so you can execute ls. Okay, it will give. Okay, right now there is no files, right? Okay, so let me create a file now. Okay, so as I told you, there is a two ways. One is using the touch, another using the v editor. Okay, so let's use a touch here. touch touch. Okay, and provide any file name you wants to create. Okay, and this command, it simply creates a one file with the 0 bytes. Okay, so let's use abc.txt. You can provide any extension here like a csv, it left to you. Okay, or else yaml, whatever it is. Okay, or else you can give only this one also, abc only, no issues. Okay, enter. Right, it has successfully created here. Okay, how to check? As I told you, list out ls-ltr. See, this abc file has been created and its size is 0. Okay, as I told you, using touch keyword, it simply creates a file with the 0 bytes. This is also an interview question, guys. Okay, how to create a file with the 0 bytes? Okay, using touch. Touch is a keyword. Using that, you can able to create a file with the 0 bytes. Okay, fine. And one more thing, guys, here. Okay, how to check either, I mean, whether it is a file or a directory, we don't know, right? Okay, in order to identify that, here you can see, right, the first one, it is showing blank here. Okay, so if it indicates that directory is there, it will show D here. Okay, if nothing is there, that indicates the files. Okay, I will show the, I will create a directory and show you. Okay, but in order to identify this, you can check in this way. Okay, if here there is a D is there, then it indicates that it is a directory. Okay, okay, fine. Now we have done with the this touch keyword. Okay, now let us use a v editor. Okay, so how to use a v editor? The syntax is simple: vi. Okay, and provide whatever the file name you want here. Okay, let's say apple, or else we'll use DEVOPS. Okay, dot txt, any extension in it. Okay, so and hit enter, guys. It will open a new terminal for us. Okay, you can see this is a new terminal, and here you can write anything here. Okay, and by default it won't allow you to write here, guys. Okay, so what you need to do is press I here. Okay, then it will come in a insert mode. Okay, one second. Okay, so press I in a keyboard or else insert button in your keyboard, then it will come in a insert method, insert command here. So now you can able to write anything here. Okay, so let's write welcome to Linux. Okay, so I have wrote this one sentence here, welcome to Linux. So how I need to save this one? So as I told you, escape button in your keyboard plus shift plus colon plus WQ in order to save and quit. Okay, if you want to quit without saving, just press Q. Okay, I mean, along with this escape shift colon plus Q units to provide. Okay, so escape shift colon WQ. Okay, you can see here, guys, in the bottom you can able to see, right, escape colon shift colon WQ. Enter. Right, it has successfully saved here. Okay, how to check? Again, ls-ltr. Right, you can see, and here you can see, guys, before when I used the touch, it was showing 0. That means the data was nothing was available there. Right, so whereas in a devops.txt I have added some sentence here. Okay, hence it is 24, it is showing. That means it is a size of the file. Okay, so if you don't know how to, I mean, what is the size and all those things, you can press H here. Okay, ls-ltr H. It will show in a human readable format. Okay, it is showing again 24. That means it is a 24 bytes here. Okay, if it is in a GB or something, it will show in a GB or MB. Okay, if the size is big. Clear, guys? Any doubts still here? Okay, Soumya, fine, thank you. Then tomorrow we'll catch up, guys. Okay. So since you may get bored or you may feel difficulty because Linux is quite difficulty only. Okay, you need to practice with your commands. Okay, so practice it out, guys. I will share the documents to Durga's op. They will share you. Okay, and tomorrow again same time, guys. Okay. So this week we'll take 1.5 hour class, guys. So in the next week onwards, we'll be having the fully fledged. Okay. Okay. So maybe it's clear, right? I mean, you was facing the issue with while creating the instance in AWS. Yes, I will try myself. Look at the recorded. Sure. Okay. And make sure you download either a Mobax term or putty. Okay. Or else Git. It will be better. Use Git. It is better. Git bash. Okay. Then tomorrow we'll catch up, guys. And if any doubts, tomorrow let me know. Okay. Yeah. Sure, guys. Bye. Happy weekend. Bye.